How's it going, guys? My name is Scrublord, and today I'm excited to show you a new take at farming Dark Elixir at Town Hall 9 with Queen Charge Barch. If these are the type of videos you guys are looking for, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you'll never miss an upload. Alright guys, here's the general composition of the attack. Here's your Barch with your barbs and archers, a couple goblins thrown in, and then the healers for the Queen Charge, with some wall breakers to help her bust through those walls and get inside the base. And I like to use a couple balloons as cocoa loons to soak up black mines so the healers don't get killed. Now, like I said, this is a general composition. You can use more barbs and archers and take out the goblins. You can use more goblins and take out a few barbs and archers. It's really up to you. But what's important is having those healers and those wall breakers to help get inside that wall and keep your queen healed up, and having the rages and the jump to help get your queen pushed through to the center of the base, take out that dark elixir storage and any other storages that may be near it. Now, as a note, you definitely need to have at least a level 15 queen in order to use this attack, because any lower level queen, she just gets taken out way too fast by enemy defenses. So before you get to this point, you can use Goblin Knife to get your queen leveled up quickly to level 15. I'll throw a card in the top of the video right here for my video on Goblin Knife, and you guys can check that out if you need quick dark elixir to get you to this point so you can transition over to this type of attack. And what I like about the Queen Charge Barch over the Goblin Knife is you're able to get a lot more of that golden elixir out of bases that you may not have been able to get with the Goblin Knife attack, because Knife is so focused on the core of the base and that dark elixir in the center that you miss out on a lot of the golden elixir in the base most of the time. But with this one, you have your Barch to take out a lot of the outlying buildings, the golden elixir storages, or collectors, and your queen to charge through the base to take out those storages and the dark elixir storage in order for you to get the maximum amount of loot out of the bases. Now, I like to use an E-Drag and a Freeze in my clan castle to get inside the base or pick off some of the buildings that I wasn't able to get to with my Barch or my Queen Charge. You could always throw in some bowlers to go behind the queen into the base and hit that rage to help take out a lot of the defenses. It's really up to you. And I was actually put onto this attack by my clanmate, Call Me Callie. He said, "Scrub, hey, check this out. This is what I'm using to farm Dark Elixir because I'm not good with Goblin Knife. So I go ahead and do this." And I checked it out, and I really like the attack. It's very quick to train, and it doesn't cost a lot. It only costs about 100,000 elixir, which is relatively low for the amount of loot that you can get. And we're actually going to feature Callie in this video. We're going to see some of his replays, and then we're going to watch one of mine. And without further ado, let's go ahead and check those out. Alright guys, here's our first base. And this is what we're looking for. Just like with a normal Barch attack, we're looking for full collectors. Let's go ahead and check out how Callie does it. So he's going to start up here with his Barch to take out some of these collectors and start getting a lot of that loot out of it. King comes down over here at about the 10 o'clock side with a few goblins. The king's tanking for the goblins, and the goblins are ripping through the elixir collectors and the gold mines. We've got everything up here taken out, save for this elixir collector. We've got more barbs coming in down here and goblins taking out these elixir collectors and these gold mines. King pops his ability, gets through a few more buildings. More barbs come down, and archers over here just taking out those outlying buildings, getting all that loot out of the sides of the base. And look at that, we've already got basically all of the golden elixir out of this base, and we haven't even started our Queen Charge yet. We got basically all of the rest of the archers coming down here, getting the rest of this gold, and now it's time to start the Queen Charge. Queen's coming in with some healers on her, starting to pick off the defenses. We've got our wall breakers coming in, opening up that area for the queen. She's picking off this gold storage, and then she's going to turn around and go inside the base. And there's not a lot of fire on her, so we're just chilling, letting the queen do her thing. Bowlers come out of the clan castle down here, presumably to help funnel out this spot and keep the queen pushing in. I would probably have dropped them right here with the queen to have them come inside and help rip apart these defenses, but it's perfectly fine. We're still farming up this base. Callie elects to use his queen ability. I would have dropped a rage here, simply because you don't need the queen ability yet. You can just drop your rage. She'll go straight through that enemy king under rage. Perfectly fine. And this is a good show as to why. This Inferno Tower just died right as it was starting to fire on the queen. If this Inferno Tower hadn't died, the queen definitely would have died because he had already used her ability. So I always recommend using your rages first and only pop your queen ability when you absolutely have to. Anyway, she's getting through some more stuff. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up because there's not much left going on in this base. He's just picking up percentage, trying to get to that 1 star. And there we go. The queen finally dies, and we get all of the loot out of this base, plus the 1 star with 53% damage done, 640,000 gold, 700,000 elixir, and 6,000 dark elixir off of an army that costs 100,000 elixir, coming in from such a simple attack. Alright guys, let's look at the next base. A million, and 7,500 dark elixir. A perfect kind of base to hit. It looks like his composition's a bit different. He's got more barbs and less archers, more goblins. He's got 5 healers this time. So let's go ahead and start this replay and see how much loot he gets out of it. So King starts over here. He goes ahead and pops his ability to just push him through all these buildings. King's picking himself up some loot with his barbarians that he spawns. Now let's see. We've got some barbs coming in down here to clear out some of these buildings with some archers behind it. And he's going after this dark elixir drill up here. Very fine, very fine. Now the queen starts in over here on the 3 o'clock side. Dark elixir drill was picked off. Now these archers are almost going to get to take out this gold mine. Very close to death. Queen's coming in and picking off the air defense. We've got more archers coming in with some barbs to tank up here to take out all these collectors and this elixir storage. And just doing Barch things, taking out the outlying buildings, getting that loot. We're already up to 250, almost 300,000 gold, same amount of elixir. And we're just taking even more. Oh, a heal comes down on the archers. That's actually not bad. Help push through this king. Queen's still doing queen things. Wall breakers come in, and nothing happens with them. That's fine. There's some weird walls in this base anyway. We've got a jump spell. We can still get inside. Goblins coming down here to pick off these elixir collectors. Queen pops her ability to take out that enemy wizard tower, and then a rage coming down to take out these buildings, get some of that fire off of her. Poison down on the enemy queen preemptively. That's not bad. She's still under this rage. Queen's gonna turn on the enemy queen, and I think she's gonna win this fight because the enemy queen is under poison, and the queen wins the fight. And the only thing on her is an expo, so she's still pushing through this base. Healers are healing her up, and we're just waiting to see what happens. I'm assuming a jump's going to be dropped right in the middle. And she's going after that town hall. Looks like she's going to pick off that town hall. I'm going to go ahead and double time through it. Oh, she doesn't. We time failed. The bowlers came in at the last second down here at the bottom. They probably could have been dropped up here. But look at that. We got half the gold out of the base, almost 2/3 of the elixir, and 60-70% of the dark elixir on a 50%. Time failed it. If he would have had 3 rages with this attack, he would have gone through so much more of this base. I think maybe he just ended up having some extra heals that he didn't realize that he had brewed up from a different army that he didn't use. But still, that is an amazing amount of loot coming out from this attack. Alright guys, now we're going to check out one of my replays. I tried it out. I'm actually farming with it right now because I need a lot of gold trying to keep these builders busy and get that dark elixir so I can upgrade my heroes some more and get that elixir so I can keep upgrading these walls. So let's go ahead and check out one of my replays. Alright guys, let's look at this base. What a gift this base was. I don't know what this guy was thinking when he built this base, but I saw it and I was happy to hit it. Let's go ahead and check out this replay and see how much of this loot I can get, because look at that loot over here. Ridiculous amount. Let's see what we do. So I go ahead and start with the queen charge. A balloon comes in just to see if there's any black mines that might pick off my healers. And I'm trying to take out these buildings down here, the army camps and the lab, to make sure my queen walks up and over, because I don't want her coming down this way and not getting into any of the loot down here. So we've got this army camp being taken out, and the queen walks exactly where we want her to go. So we're letting the queen do her thing. We've only got 1 archer tower on her. That's perfectly fine. She can take the 1 archer tower. And she's going through, and I've already got basically all the dark elixir picked out of this base. Already got 6,800. We've got our rage coming down and a freeze on that enemy inferno tower. Is trying to make sure it doesn't take her out. I'm going to have to end up popping my queen's ability here. But that's fine. We got through the Inferno Tower, and that was the biggest threat that we had. Now, I preemptively rage here for the enemy queen. I go ahead and drop my Barbarian King on her. I didn't even realize the queen was busting through that wall, or it was open. This wall was open. But anyway, I start with my Barch up here on the top right to take out these gold mines. Another balloon coming in to make sure that I don't get picked off by any black mines. Queen's coming down and taking these out, and I go ahead and send in my E-Drag to start sniping off all these archer towers, while my Barch is coming down here and just ripping through all of these collectors with my king. More barbs and archers over here to take out these wizard towers. Got rage, nice rage on the queen and the E-Drag. And the E-Drag's just going to rip through all of this. He takes out all those archer towers, and he's got nothing left on him. This archer tower can't hit him anymore, so the E-Drag's got free reign here in the middle. And I finish up with my Barch up here to try and get the rest of these gold mines. I'm going to go double time through it. As the queen starts fizzling out, the E-Drag fizzles out, but look at all of that loot that we got from this base. A gift from this base. 600,000 gold, 1 million elixir, 7,000 dark elixir, a 2-star 70% against a terrible Town Hall 10, but we take those. Every time we see them, we take those. And that's it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Using Queen Charge Barch is so much fun because not only do you get the ease of the Barch, but you get the reliability of the queen charge. And this farming attack actually helps you with your queen charges for war or for different attacks. Like if you want to use queen charge hogs or queen charge Lalo, this gives you the practice of using that queen charge, of when to rage your queen and how to get her walking the way you want her to walk and going through that base and taking out defenses and taking out storages. It's just so much fun to use, and I'm really enjoying using this. Between this and Goblin Knife, I've been getting so much Dark Elixir. And a big shout out to Call Me Callie for bringing this attack strategy to me. It's so effective, so quick to train, and so cheap that you're just going to be gaining so much loot out of this attack that you're not going to know what to do with it. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to let me know by hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, and drop a comment down below. Tell me what you thought about it and what you'd like to see in an upcoming video.